Dear students, welcome to ECA1 class. Today we are going to start nodal analysis. Before going to start the nodal analysis, first we know that what is a node. Node is basically a point, a junction where multiple two or more than elements are connected with each other. That point or junction is known as node. Nodal analysis procedure. Let us see there are a few steps through which we can apply nodal analysis to any circuit. In the first step, determine the number of nodes within the network. First we considered an example circuit. Here in the figure, you can see in the figure. Let's apply a nodal analysis. When we are going to apply nodal analysis to this circuit, we have to find a reference node and label each remaining node with a subscript value of voltage V1, V2 and so on. So from the figure we see that V1 is basically a node where the other elements like the current source R2, R1 are connected with each other through that node. We name it V1. Now we have to select the reference node. Mostly we select a ground as a reference node. In the third step, apply Kirchhoff voltage law to each node. In our case here we have only one node, so we have to apply a Kirchhoff voltage law to that node only. Do not apply Kirchhoff law to reference node. You have to apply Kirchhoff law only to other nodes except the reference node. After applying the Kirchhoff law, you will get an equation that from that node you will get that equation. Solve that equation simultaneously. If you have multiple equations, if you have one node, you have only single equation. If you have two nodes, you have two equations. Solve that equation simultaneously to get the node voltages. Let us solve a simple circuit in order to understand the nodal analysis. In this example, we have to find the values of node voltages, I1 current and I2 current. Okay, in the first step, we have to define the node voltages. So you can see from the figure that we have only a single node, so we name it V1. Now we have to define the reference node. This node, the ground node, we define it as a reference node which is equal to 0 volt. Now we have to calculate the values of V1 using that reference node. Okay, now in the second step, apply KCL to that node. You can see from the figure that this current is entering the node, this current I2 is leaving the node, and this current I1 is also leaving the node. So in the Kirchhoff current law, it states that the current entering the node must be equal to current leaving the node. So from equation 1 you can see that I1 is current that entering the node, I2 plus I1, these currents are leaving the node. So from the figure you will see that the value of I2 is basically equal to the voltage on that resistor R2 divided by the value of R2. So we can write it I2 is equal to VR2, the voltage on the R2 divided by the value of the resistor. But from the figure you will see that if we apply a probe at that point and that point, so what is the voltage? Basically the voltage is V1, so we can write that VR2 is basically equals to V1. So equation 1 becomes I2 is equal to V1 divided by R2. We name that equation as equation number A. Similarly, for the case of I1, you will see that I1 is basically equals to VR1 divided by R1. VR1 is the voltage across resistor R1 divided by the value of the R1. Now we apply a probe at that point and at that point. So what is the value of basically VR1? VR1 is equal to V1, which is the total voltage of that branch, minus the applied source. When you minus the applied voltage, applied source from V1, you will get the value of VR1. So I1 is equal to V1 minus E divided by the value of the resistor. Substituting the value of I1 and I2 into equation 1, we get I is equal to V1 by R2 plus V1 minus E divided by R1. When we simplify this equation, you will get I is equal to V1 by R2 plus V1 by R1 minus E by R1. Now taking common V1 as a common, so you will get I is equal to V1 into 1 by R2 plus 1 by R1 minus E by R1. This is a simplified equation. Now when we apply the values of I, R2 and R1 and E in that equation, you will get the value of V1, which is equal to 20 volts. Now we have the value of V1. Substitute that value into equation A and B to get the values of I1 and I2. So from equation A and B, you will get the values of I2. The value of I2 is equal to 1.67 ampere, and the value of I1 from equation A, I1 is equal to minus 0.67 amperes. Minus sign indicates that the direction we have assumed when we are going to solve the value of when we are going to solve that circuit, it is basically the opposite in direction. So basically the direction of I1 is in upward direction. The negative sign only indicates that the assumption is basically opposite, and this is our required result. We have to find the value of voltages, the value of I2 and the value of I1 using nodal analysis. So that's all for today's lecture. If you have any question, please drop your comment in comment box. Thank you very much.